Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kimberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. If you're willing to go along for the ride, a thriller can give the reader a sense of adventure, tension, suspense, and who knows what's around the corner. Let's look at a thriller today and turn the spotlight on Nick Davies' El Flamingo. Lou Galloway is a failed Hollywood actor who's just gotten his latest rejection. Fed up with the whole business and ready to give up, he heads south to Mexico and gets a room at a cheap hotel. He's drinking at a local bar when he meets a stranger who strikes up a conversation with him. Then the stranger leaves. He's left his fedora behind though, and Galloway puts it on. He's walking around wearing the hat when he's stopped by a man, obviously a chauffeur, who whisks him off to an elegant party. It's clear by now that the chauffeur has mistaken Galloway for someone else, but by this point, they're at a wedding reception being hosted by wealthy crime boss Diego Flores. Gradually, Galloway works out that Flores has mistaken him for a mysterious paid assassin called El Flamingo. He wants Galloway to go to Colombia and murder Cali politician Juan Moreno, who's getting in the way of Flores' business enterprises. He also has another agenda. He wants Galloway to keep an eye on his beautiful wife, Maria Carla, whom he suspects may be having an affair. Galloway doesn't know how to back out of the whole scheme and admit who he really is, not if he wants to stay alive. So he ends up traveling with Maria Carla to Colombia. From there, he's drawn into a strange web of turf wars, drug deals, and danger. The question is, can Galloway pull off this acting job without being killed? So, what are the elements in this novel? What keeps it going? What's tied up in it? Well, as I said, this is a thriller. So there are narrow escapes, unexpected dangers, and people who aren't who they seem. As with many thrillers, there's some suspension of disbelief. The reader is invited to go along for the ride. The novel is set mainly in Mexico and Colombia, and Davies makes that clear in terms of the physical and cultural settings and the weather. There's Spanish used too, but it's either translated or easily understood from context. The story is told from Galloway's point of view, first person, past tense. So readers learn things as he does. Davies uses this to build the tension, since at first Galloway has no idea whom he's mistaken for, or why he's been swept into the situation at hand. As the novel goes on, he faces criminal bosses, paid killers, and other dangers with not much more than his wits to help him. He has a dry, somewhat sarcastic sense of humor, and he's quick on the uptake. He also has his actor's training, which, odd as it may seem, turns out to be useful. Although this is a thriller, Galloway is somewhat philosophical. He does his share of reflecting, and more than one of the conversations he has are about those larger questions. At the heart of it, he's a person at a crossroads, wondering where life will take him next. There is a bit of a romantic subplot. Galloway is attracted to Maria Carla from the first time he sees her. He doesn't do anything about it, but as time goes by, she develops feelings for him too, and he learns that she's planning to divorce her husband anyway. Readers who dislike romance in their crime fiction will notice this, but it doesn't take over the plot. El Flamingo is the story of an everyman actor who gets drawn into a web of danger and intrigue. It features Mexican and Colombian settings, thriller-like pacing and tension, and a protagonist who's just trying to make sense of it all. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kimberg. Thanks for watching.